Bitcoin gaming originally, people were doing payments, as I was doing, like with Saratobi, you'd play to earn. With Takara, you'd drop Bitcoin around. It'd be like these gambling games. But then the gaming space also moved into adding these kind of tokens for games, like with counterparties. So we have Spells of Genesis there. We have people on the internet were making rare Pepe collectible cards where you could trade them. I actually added the ability to drop these tokens in my geocaching game. And there's a funny story with this card here. When we were testing it out, somebody dropped this card for me to pick up in the middle of Tokyo. And it was like worth like maybe $5 at the time. It wasn't worth much. And I was going to pick it up, but my girlfriend at the time was like slow getting ready. I blame her. So we kind of got a bit late, and somebody picked it up before me. I thought it doesn't matter. But during the like NFT hype last year, that token like sold for. Oh yeah, it was Shaban stole it. So you owe me a drink. I didn't want to out you, but you outed yourself. But let's just assume that Shaban doesn't have it anymore, because that card, I think, it was selling for like $500,000 to $1 million at some point. A lot of people in the NFT space will talk about how the good thing about NFTs is you can use a game item from one game in another game. And obviously that kind of is true and it isn't true. But we kind of were doing this in 2015. So I mentioned that Shaban at Spells of Genesis had issued all these cards. And he'd actually issued them on the Bitcoin blockchain before integrating them to the game. And there was some delay in integrating it into the game. So the community was a little bit like, when can we use these cards in the game, Shaban? You've issued them, we've got them, we've bought them on the decentralized exchange, but we can't actually use them in the game. Because it's a bit slow, I decided just to add them to my game, my Saratobi game. So this is kind of the first example of I use a game item from another game in my game. And they weren't exactly the same. So basically, if you had this card in Shaban's game, it would look like this. But in my game, it would be reinterpreted. But from a protocol point of view, I could add them to the game, and they could play my game. And there's nothing he could do about it, because he didn't actually own the game items. The players did.